Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Matt Preston Built Cruisers. It's currently raining, doesn't matter. In this episode we are installing the Raw 4x4 custom one-off leaves for this car. Let's get into it. Okay guys, super exciting. This is the Raw 4x4 custom suspension. That's a one-off that they've made for me. And basically we're going to quickly unbox it and see what we've got here. Alright guys, and in this box we've got some installation grease. Got 4 tubes, which makes sense because there's 4 sort of little bangs you need to do. And then in here we've got a little beer cooler. It's pretty cool from Raw, thank you very much. Alrighty guys, what we're going to do first is we're just going to crack these lug nuts here and some of the suspension components underneath. I just want to get everything loose, and then we're going to jack up the rear of the car and put some jack stands under it. Wheels will come off, and then we'll be able to get full access to that leaf spring. Now, I'm not even sure if this is doable one man. There's only one of me, but you know, we've got to give it a crack, I think. So we'll see how we go, but worst case scenario, I might need a second person to like sort of hold one end when we take things apart and put things together. So yeah, see how we go. Alright guys, not sure if I mentioned it already, but it's pretty cool. Raw 4x4, I told them that I have more weight than I thought in the rear, and it's sagging a fair bit, which you may have seen on the pictures. You can sort of tell. So we've got some new leaf springs here. We'll run through the stats throughout the video, but basically I just want to get before and after measurement, so in the same spot as well. So I'm just going to go one from the floor here to the I might even, actually because it won't really matter, I'm just going to go to the top of the tyre to the corner of this middle bit of the guard here. And we'll make sure we get the same sort of tread on the tyre here. So that's about 90, I'll say 93 mil. And we'll check the other side, and that's the passenger side. I'd say 116 mil. So instantly I already know that side's sagging way more, which kind of makes sense because the big batteries there and the 12 volt, we're always here, there's nothing in this side of the quarter. So that side's actually sunken lower than this side, which is quite interesting. And also there's a tiny bit of a hill here, so it could be, the cars could be leaning on the hillside a bit as well. But at least we got our before numbers, so now let's rip the suspension out. All right, I'm just cracking this suspension bolt here because this shock is connected to the leaf spring, so we need to get that off. And I'm just cracking everything basically before we put it in the air. A lot safer this way, I get more leverage. That is a brand new tyre guys, and we're going to put it in rotation, which is finally the right thing to do. Normally when I get 5 tyres I end up leaving that one there and never using it, but I'm going to swap this out with one of these tyres here. Alrighty guys, well that is now fully on the dodgy blocks jack system here, but we've got the tyres underneath as well, and we've got the blocks under there. We've got the leaves both fully hanging, so now we can put the jack onto one side, and because everything's loosened off, this should just fly off hypothetically, and put the new one on. Sort of the hardest part will be getting it on and aligning it with everything, especially because I'm by myself. Alrighty guys, up there, pretty hard to see, but I've just changed the diff breather angle, and I've changed the brake line angle. You can see the brackets off the chassis there, just so we've got a lot more leeway when we're off road, and when it's flexing it can actually move up and down and not pull it off. So the diff breather actually just got pulled off then by the sheer drop from the axle, so now it's not. We've got about 50 mil more to play with, which is pretty good. So now we're at a point where we can pull off these springs. Okay guys, we've got the old one and the new one, and you can probably see straight away in camera there's a lot more leaf packs, which is one of the main advantages obviously of getting more weight loads. We're gonna have a lot more on this one. You can see the setup's a bit different as well. There's like a second piece up here and there's not one there sort of thing, but they both sort of have that massive flat bar underneath, but this one has two, the new one. And not to mention, you can see here that side's longer on the right, so it goes up this way, and this one has NS, same with this one, and the other side has a DS for driver's side. So basically we'll get our new bushes and we'll get these going on in here like so. I'll use 2 hands for that, and yeah, we'll put those on, put those ones on there, and then we'll try and obviously put it back in by ourselves. Now I don't think the axle's actually moved. The sway bar could be helping because that's still connected, but so far my plans worked. I don't think the axle's actually moved. Okay guys, that's one on. I'm still going to tighten everything like sort of properly, and I sort of do it when I've done the whole job. It's all on the ground off the jacks, and then tighten everything properly. But you can see there, I thought it was pretty clever, used 2 straps pulling it that way, 1 pulling it that way, and I was able to move the axle around, and then I used my classic carpenter like clamp, which is good for decking and stuff. Use that to clamp the spring over, and it worked really well. So if you're at home, use a big strap. I used the 300 kilo strap and it wasn't good enough, and then I used the ton sort of car strap, and the ton had a lot more power obviously, and that was awesome. I've seen people online struggle with that part of it, aligning it back in, but man, with the clamp and the strap, that was awesome. Alrighty guys, one thing I wanted to check was thickness here. So on here we've got about, I'm going to say 58 mil, and then on the new one got about, I'm going to say 75 mil. And the reason I say that is just because when I was tightening it up, I was seeing where you can see where the bolts used to be because the thread's really clean, and on this one I can see it all, but it's because obviously it's thicker and it's a bit lower, which makes sense. So I was just making sure that I sort of tighten it up and put it on correctly, but I have, which is good. So now we're gonna pull out this last one here, and remember everything's really loose, so it should come out pretty easily. Okay guys, now after all the trauma and everything that's happened, it is now day 2 and we're just done basically, but we're gonna get the measurement. Now remember, it's not all about lift. These can take more weight and they won't sag over time as much, and they're built for the load. So the lift technically shouldn't even be there, but I was hoping to get a bit of lift naturally as well, just because there's more leaf packs in it. But before we had 93 millimeters from here inside the guard, and on this side now, oh no, sorry, that's an increase about 20 mil. So that's obviously quite a lot. That's, you know, that's about a 1-inch lift. So we've got an extra 25 mil basically in the rear and this side. And I'm curious to see the other side because it by eye looks really, really high. So I'm curious to see how high that side is. Okay, this side before I think was 116 mil. Granted, I got a new tire on, so it might be a little bit less than it should be because the tire's bigger. But this is about 124 mil, which before it was 116. So it's about 8 mil higher on this side. Granted, new tire, so you could argue it's about 10 mil. Alrighty guys, it's currently raining, suspension's fully installed, and we're just under the carport here, so hence why we're here. But I just thought I will quickly run through again, if I haven't done it already, but the suspension differences between this and the old one, in case you're wondering. So basically the old one was 200 to 300 kilo constant load rating. This one's now 500, half a ton, so that's very good. The first stage of the old suspension was 2x7mm plus 5x6mm. Was this one is 7x7mm, so a little bit thicker and a bit stronger obviously. And then the second stage you can probably see here is 1x13mm, whereas this one's got 2, so it's just got more strength obviously, which means it can carry more weight, and there's physically more leaves in it as well, and one of those big flat bars at the bottom as a leaf. And then basically these are a sort of one-off for this, and they've also got a little chart here which is pretty cool, tail weight, load rate and all that, but they're basically just trying to warn me that yes, we can make this for you, but you're very close / over your weight limits as it is, so don't fill it up as much as you think, sort of thing. But it is super cool that we've got that all good and done. And basically now they're in the 60, so I've just tightened everything up again. I've greased all the nipples and stuff, so now I'm just gonna obviously drive it, let it settle in a bit, and then in about 1,500 Ks, even 100 Ks, I'm gonna go over everything, just re-tighten everything, make sure it's all happy. So yeah, and there is one more thing I didn't tell you, is I was a bit unlucky and actually snapped one of my U-bolts. And there's a few reasons this could have happened, but the main reason I think is just that this nut got super seized onto the U-bolt. And as I'm doing it, obviously it bent the U-bolt first and then it snapped. And I knew when I saw it bend that I was really too far gone, and I kind of purposely snapped it and knew to not use it basically. But I did an Instagram poll, and I think there is someone that may pull through and actually has a 2-inch lift U-bolt. Otherwise I'll buy one, but right now we've got the standard U-bolt because it does just fit on, but there's not as much nut on the thread as I'd like, but we'll get us out of trouble for now. So yeah, if you do have one of these lying around, feel free to let me know. But otherwise, yeah, I did snap that, and that was a huge pain, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, so that's it for the Raw Fox 4 suspension. Let me know if you have any questions. Custom one of one leaf's pretty cool, and they're in here now. And obviously we'll let you know if we have any issues, any dramas, but keen to take them off road, keen to see how they handle the weight. So like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time on Built Cruisers.